Okay, what's up, y'all? Okay, so I just made a video about territorial coworkers, and there was a comment about how somebody is kicking somebody's chair when they're charting. Okay, that's not trying to adapt to someone's personality to get along and just work as a unit without all the frustration. This is actually a bullying situation, and that is totally not what I'm talking about. Those are the people that you confront. But you're in a very sensitive situation because you said that you're the only white girl there. Now, this is not a racial thing, but this is something that is I know my people. So you said it's a whole bunch of, black girls. These are the type of girls probably that will jump you in the parking lot. So what you have to do is be smart about it and use wisdom. And you have to, when you're talking to certain individuals, these individuals, when you're looking at them and addressing them, you do not look down, you don't look around, you don't look all over the place. You look them dead in their eye when you're talking to them. But this is a situation where you cannot answer a fool according to his folly. Let them look dumb all by themselves. So if they're bullying you, kicking your chair while you're charting, let's call her Katie, right? So you say, you call them out by their name. Don't try to go over it or anything, try to ignore it. You have to confront it, but do it with respect. And you have to do this with everybody, not just black people, but you do it with respect, right? Because remember, if you two are going at it arguing, you both look dumb. You look like you're the one who have some sense. So you'll ask them, is there a problem? Why are you kicking my chair? And you look at them dead in their face. You do not look around. Don't look down. Don't let them think that they're intimidating you. And see what they have to say. And they can't say, "Oh, I'm not kicking your chair." Just say, and if they say that, and especially if you saw them doing it, say, "I just saw your feet. Your feet. You were kicking my chair." You see, because people like this, bullies like this, they don't expect you to say anything. They expect you to just take it and be quiet. But once you rise up and you say something, and they don't know how to take it, they don't know how to respond because they didn't expect it. And you know what? If this is a situation going on throughout your shift, and you go bring a supervisor, you say, you know what, supervisor D, you come here. I'm getting ready to chart, but I want you to come here and watch this. And have them off to the side looking so that they can see firsthand for themselves. This is something that you have to have witnesses on. Don't just sit there and take it, because the work environment this is your livelihood. You shouldn't have to go to work kind of all having anxiety and just feeling depressed and just wanting just not to go just because of certain individuals. It's that's not supposed to be. And it's in your court. I'm telling you, you're the one who set your atmosphere. You demand your respect. And call them out on it. These are low down bullies, especially if it's a group of them. You call them out on it. Such and such, is there a problem? Do you have anything against me? And once you start confronting the situation and you start talking about it, trust me, they will back down, because they'll say, okay, I'm going to have to engage in conversation with this girl. I don't want to. I'm just going to leave her alone because I don't feel like answering her questions. And they feel bad because now you're calling them out on what they're doing and you're exposing it. And when you expose it, you don't have to do it in a mean and nasty way. I'm telling you, you like coals of fire on their head. You kill them with niceness. You do it with the respectful. You make sure your voice and your tone and everything is not all rowdy, because remember, hostility is met with hostility. You don't come at them in the defense mode and hostile, because that is what you're going to be met with in the situation that you're trying to resolve. You just blew it. It is just going to persist, and you just made them even angrier. So you have to really, when it's time to confront people like that, you have to make sure you are in the right composure and you're in the right mindset and everything, and you got your feelings and emotions and all of that stuff gripped and under control before you. I know it's frustrating and I know it's hard to do, but this is what you're going to have to do, because this is life. And you can't work in an environment like that, and you can't keep running, Because trust me, it's everywhere. Once you leave that facility and you go somewhere else, you're going to find another group of people doing the same thing. It's everywhere. All people, all types of people, colors, race, everything. I work in a predominantly white hospital. I'm one of the few black people. Sometimes I'm the only one on my shift that is black. And a situation happened to me like that not too long ago. And I was working with one of these territorial people, and she was just being ridiculous, and we had it out, and I thought it was over, and I was charting in one of the rooms, and I heard her talking about me to other people. And it wasn't about the situation, it was about her talking about me, because she's the kind of person that talks about you about to everybody else and talks about everybody else to other people, and she does it all the time. And remember, people like that, once they start talking about you, they talk about other people. Once they talk about other people, they're talking about you too. These are not your friends. So I confronted her. I said, is there a problem? Do you have something to say to me? If you need to say something, you say it to my face. You don't say it to everybody else. You should have saw how she backed down. She had that stupid Gito look on her face, like, me, yes, you, because you just got caught. And she tried to make the situation be about something totally different than what it was. And I called her out on her character. I called her out on her work ethic and everything. And I did it, I believe, in a respectful way. I did raise my voice a couple of times. I had to bring myself together, but I called her out on it. And I don't have any interactions with her. She don't say nothing to me. My name is out of her mouth. And I tell her, keep my name out of your mouth. And I don't hear nothing out of her since. And people come up to me saying, you know what, you said everything else we wanted to say. Because, that she had a bully attitude. She was talking about other people to people, and she walking around with an attitude, a chip on her shoulder all the time, every shift. And it was just getting ridiculous. So, yeah, I called her out on it, and I don't hear a peep out of her anymore. So you have to stand up to these bullies, defend yourself, do it with wisdom. Remember, don't answer a fool according to his folly, because you'll look like a fool just like them. And make sure when you confront these people, you bring witnesses, bring a supervisor. Remember, when you confront them, you call them out by their name. Katie, is there a problem? Do you have a problem with me? Katie, why are you kicking my chair? Is this something that you need? You have to do it in a mean voice, or say it, with hostility or anything like that. And watch them stop their foolishness real quick, because people can't handle that. They can't, because they don't expect it. All right, so I hope that your situation works out for you, and that you have a wonderful day. Bye.